This game. I could, like, that's a great question. I think I could, stop throwing things around. I think we can turn around and use that as an excuse, but it's not. It's simply that. It's what it is as an excuse. We had 6 players that started today that didn't play 90 minutes on Wednesday. So, you know, I can use that. I can hide stuff by saying that, but I think for me that would be a lame excuse. That if you ask any player, what would you prefer to do? Would you prefer to play 3 games in a week, or would you prefer to train? Players prefer to play games, and you've got to be ready to play games. You've got to be ready to play 3 games. You know, we've got a team full of international players who go to tournaments and play 5 games in 14 days. So no, that fatigue is no way, shape and form a reason or an excuse for today's performance. Well, it just kills the game. I mean, after 35 minutes, although we weren't playing that well, we were generally quite, I thought, quite comfortable and quite sound. And the 3 goals just kills everything off. You know, we were already looking at the plan for half time and what to do. And then suddenly in the blink of an eye, you're 3-0 down and everything changes. And that's it. Goals change a game. And to lose 3 goals like that, basically the game was over at half time. Well, it's about your organisation, particularly defensive organisation. We didn't have much time to do anything about that because we had a game Wednesday and then again Saturday. So, you know, basically you're looking at getting a walkthrough to get yourself organised. But you still then got to go in and compete. If teams are quicker, then you need to start reading things a little bit earlier. You need to start, you know, the speed was a part of it, and they are a very dynamic team. But there was also other elements that added to our woes of soccer habits that we did poorly, that you can't afford to then do against a team that is particularly fast and dynamic as this team is, or that team is. I think you saw what Dani brings to the team. She brings energy, she brings running, she changes, she breaks things up, she starts moves off, she's chasing the front line, she's chasing the back line, and she just brings that extra energy to the team. And I think we saw that in the second half. You know, and we need more Dani Weatherholts doing that to change the game. And that, I think, that addition, and in fairness to Rachel, I could have taken 10 players off at half time. You know, the reason we took Rachel off is just we had to tweak the shape a little bit. But Dani gives us that extra dimension, and that helped us get into the game. The best spell we had in the game was probably that first, 25 minutes of the second half. And I think that was due to, partly due to Dani's injection into the team. Thanks for reminding me of that. Look, they're a pretty resilient bunch. Everybody will be pretty down after today's performance. As I said, it was really Wednesday's performance was the one that has really hurt us this week, because that game should have been done and dusted and won comfortably. So it's a case of going on to the next game now, and what I need to do, our coaching staff need to do, is we need to now sit down and say, here's the team that we think is going to be able to win this Saturday. And to be frank, looking through our team today, there's no player that can basically look at themselves and say, I should be a definite starter next week. I don't think anybody played like a star today. So what we need to do now, I think, as a staff, is sit down. We've kind of tweaked the team around for this season, partly due to international commitments, partly due to injury and various things. We need to now start hammering down and saying, this is what we think our best team is, or the best 11, not necessarily the best 11 players, but what is our most effective 11, and start looking at doing that. And that's the key thing, I think, for us to look at this next little stage of the season. No, it's not going to be quite as simple. It'd be nice if it was as simple as that. That becomes dependent on performance. But what we need to do now, I think what we've done this season is that, not every player in the squad, but virtually every player in the squad has had some decent game time in our team. It's probably quite significant game time, apart from maybe 1 or 2 players. It's now the time for us to say, well, here's the deal, we've got a lot of star players in our team. We've got a lot of international players in our team, and it's time that, you know, we need to say, you know, players need to step up to the plate, and we need to then think, this is our best team, our best formation, regardless of the pedigree and the quality of the player. I think we've got the team with enough ability, enough experience, enough quality, and enough character to be any of the teams in the league. So we're not. I'm not looking out there to get other players to fill in certain positions. It's basically about our players being prepared to sort of step up and do the business. I think on paper we've got a very good side, and it's just a question of that team sort of our team clicking together and getting more consistent performances. So, and I don't really, unless something kind of jumps out at us, I don't think that's necessarily done by bringing in any different players. Yeah, it was good. It was a very difficult game to come back in first off, so I think it was good just to get her back in the team. And I think now that she's done that, she'll start getting better and back into the swing again. As I say, it wasn't an easy game to bring anybody back into the team, so it was just good that she went out there and she lasted whatever it was, 70 or 75 minutes. It's come off and is healthy and will be even better next week.